The BJP and the Congress are at daggers drawn in a bid to corner Rahul Gandhi in his constituency Amethi. The BJP President Amit Shah, I&B Minister Smriti Irani and the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath will address a massive rally in Amethi. Rahul Gandhi's arch rival Smriti Irani, who gave him anxious moments during the 2014 elections, is already in Amethi. Many big-ticket projects are likely to be announced later today, both by Smriti Irani and Amit Shah. Among other key events, Information and Broadcasting Minister Smriti Irani will attend the launch of an FM station at Gauriganj. In a big jolt to the Congress, its former MLA and local leader Jang Bahadur Singh joined the BJP along with the supporters yesterday. Meanwhile, Rahul Gandhi will attend several programs and rallies in Vadodara and Chota Udaipur on day 2 of his Gujarat Yatra. Yesterday, the Congress Party Vice President launched a scathing attack on the Narendra Modi government. Smriti Irani was quick to hit back at the Gandhi sign.
कांग्रेस के पूर्व विधायक गौरीगंज के उनके साथ लगभग 60-70 प्रधान कांग्रेस पार्टी त्याग कर भारतीय जनता पार्टी में शामिल हो गए हैं। उनकी वेदना ये थी कि वर्षों से उन्होंने इस अपेक्षा में अपना समय, अपना सहयोग दिया कि कांग्रेस के और विशेषतः राहुल गांधी के नेतृत्व में क्षेत्र में विकास होगा, किंतु राहुल जी के स्वयं के नेतृत्व में मात्र एक लोकसभा क्षेत्र में विकास ना होने की वजह से आज मूलतः कांग्रेस का अमेठी का नेतृत्व ही राहुल जी का साथ छोड़ रहा है।
And the Congress has upped the ante, hitting out at the BJP over its President Amit Shah's son, J. Shah. Upping the ante, the Congress has demanded Amit Shah's resignation over alleged malpractices in J. Shah's business dealings. The party has said to ensure an independent inquiry into his son's business deals, Amit Shah must step down as the BJP president. The Congress will hit the streets today and stage protests in the national capital. Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi jumped into this controversy, taking a dig at Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Rahul Gandhi yesterday said, "Did Amit Shah's son benefit from the Prime Minister's Make in India and Startup India schemes?" The BJP was quick to hit back. Amit Shah's son has filed a defamation suit of 100 crore rupees against the media website that carried the report against him. We hear of soldiers fighting the enemy at the line of control or terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir. But this is a disturbing report of soldiers fighting for what they claim is their honor in Supreme Court. And sadly, some appear to be fighting their comrades in arms. A soldier from Army Service Corps has approached the Supreme Court praying for either restoration of being called an operational unit or not being posted to an operational area at all. Sipahi Prahlad is not the only one. Earlier, an officer of the Army Service Corps had approached the Supreme Court with a similar plea. Some officers of ASC, Army Ordnance Corps and the EME allege they are being discriminated against when it comes to promotions to higher ranks by the infantry, mechanized infantry and the armoured corps. Let's listen in, perhaps to the first time, Army serving officers on India Today cameras talking about their pain and their angst.
We joined the Services Corps, or rather we joined the regular army. We are commissioned into the regular army for the profession of arms. And since then we have been giving our bit in the operations. There are officers dying, there are widows being created, there are orphans being created, and they have been labelled while living as non-combatants. So we are actually being exploited to death. That is what is our resentment. We want the glory that comes with the profession of arms, and that is our plea. There is no bitterness, there is no rancor, simply we seek justice.
When we joined the army, we joined as combatants for soldiering. There was nothing called as non-combatants or non-operational. There's nothing like this. After putting in so many years of service, suddenly midway you tell me that you are non-operational, you are into a non-combat role. I am crestfallen. I don't have a face to show to my family and my peer group, which is hurting me. It has deeply hurt my morale.
I have joined army for a purpose. To me, army is not a profession, it's a calling. My uniform is my second skin. And this kind of discrimination which we are coming out, that you are seeing, it's not good. I mean, I have not joined army to be labelled as a non-combatant at the fag end of my service now. There is a divide which is being created. There is a class which is being created. I mean, we always look upon our top brass as semi-gods. For us, agar wo din bole to din, raat bole to raat, if the chief of army staff tells us to move, we will move, we'll cut across all boundaries and we'll do whatever he would ask us to do.
Now, the advocate representing the support services has prayed for restoration of equality in promotion for all arms and services and support services being called operational units.
Caste system sort of has been created because the entire Indian army as a regular Indian army seems to have been divided or fractured into combat support, combat arms and services, wherein services have got the brunt of it and wherein promotional opportunities have been denied to them on the ground that they are non-operational formations. So if they are non-operational formations, then selectively they can't say that they can't deploy them in operational areas. This is the problem actually.
The army insists all soldiers are operational units but have justified the promotion policy in favor of combat arms having a younger profile of commanding officers. A perceived discrimination in army's promotion policy has left a lot of bad blood within the officer cadre of the Indian Army. The fear is that this perceived caste system in promotions could now spread even to the other ranks and Jawans. For an army that's facing hostility on two fronts, these fissures, it can ill afford. And this issue needs to be addressed immediately. With cameraman Arif Radu in Delhi, Gaurav Sawant for India Today. And in a major success for security forces, 3 Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists have been killed in a fierce encounter in South Kashmir's Shopian district. The gunfight began after a joint team of the army, Jammu and Kashmir police and the CRPF cordoned off a village in Shopian. The security forces acted on a tip-off about the presence of terrorists in the area. 3 terrorists, Asif, Zahid, alias Ubaid and Irfan Ahmed, were killed in the encounter. All 3 terrorists killed in the encounter are locals. 2 are category A terrorists who belong to the Pulwama district. And in a big win for the security forces, a Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist Khalid was killed in an encounter with security forces in the Baramulla area of North Kashmir. He was the mastermind of the attack on the BSF camp that had been carried out on the 3rd of October. Apparently, womanizing led to his elimination. He is alleged to have sexually exploited and then betrayed a young woman in the Kashmir Valley. She went and gave information about his movements to the Jammu and Kashmir police. Several terrorists have been eliminated for similar reasons. India Today's Kamaljeet Kaur Sandhu now brings us a report on how the lust jihadis, as they're being referred to, are now being eliminated.
Burhan Wani, Abu Dujana, and now Jaish's Abu Khalid. Terror poster boys who came to bleed the valley. Got eliminated primarily due to their unsatiated lust and womanizing ways. Khalid met the same fate as his more infamous terror comrades. Betrayed by a woman who had a torrid affair with him. Khalid sexually exploited the girl only to desert her when she turned pregnant. The shattered woman, after aborting her fetus, swore revenge. She walked straight to the cops, tipping them off about Khalid's whereabouts.
The gun-toting jihadis have often attracted women who've had affairs. But yes, this is also used as one of the honey traps. Once the affair goes horribly wrong or sour, these are the women who give information about terrorists. And that is how the end game for Khalid happened. Similarly, Dujana got trapped while he had come to meet his wife in South Kashmir. Obviously, these women are the ones the security forces also keep an eye on and track their movement, because they know the terrorists will come and meet and have their midnight tryst with these girlfriends.
Khalid had plotted several attacks in Jammu and Kashmir, including the recent BSF camp strike. He opened fire at security forces, who surrounded him at Ladura locality in Baramulla. He fired indiscriminately in a bid to escape, but the Special Operations Group neutralized him in just 4 minutes.
He was mastermind, and he planned that Pulwama lines attack also. And he was involved in a number of killings in Baramulla, Sopur, and some of the killings in South also.
Dreaded terrorists like Abu Dujana were hated in the valley, as they often entered Kashmiri homes, only to force themselves on women. Burhan Wani too paid the price of his lust and striking illicit relationship with a host of women and dumping them one by one. The abused and scorned women tipped off cops, leading to encounters and eventual elimination of the lust jihadis. With Kamaljeet Kaur Sandhu, Bureau Report, India Today.
It's a jolt to the common man. Metro fares have been hiked from today in the national capital. Yesterday, the Delhi Metro Rail Corporation Board refused to defer metro hike despite Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's stiff opposition to the move. Board members discussed Arvind Kejriwal's proposal but decided to go ahead with the recommendations of the Fare Fixation Committee. Nominee directors of the Delhi government conveyed that the Chief Minister wanted the fare hike to be deferred and the formation of a new fare fixation panel. The board noted that it does not have the authority to defer implementation of the recommendations of the fare fixation panel. Arvind Kejriwal had written to the Housing and Urban Development Ministry to issue a direction to the DMRC or the Delhi Metro Corporation to put on hold the proposed fare hike. The centre informed the Delhi government and the Metro that the Metro Act does not allow the centre to put on hold hikes in metro fares. Metro fares will go up by a maximum of 10 rupees after today's hike. For a distance of up to 2 kilometers, the fare will remain at 10 rupees. But for a distance between 2 and 5 kilometers, it will go up from 15 to 20 rupees. And for every subsequent slab, it will go up by 10 rupees each, which means the maximum fare now will be up to 60 rupees. Meanwhile, politics has intensified on the metro fare hike. The Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP exchanged barbs on the issue.
अगर इस तरीके से प्राइस फ्लक्चुएशंस होंगे, सडनली अभी कम कर रहे थे फिर बढ़ा देंगे, तो जो पब्लिक को जो मिलना चाहिए बेनिफिट वो मिल ही नहीं रहा, तो फिर क्या ज़रूरत है इस चीज़ की? जो हमारी हाफ ऑफ द सोसाइटी है वो अवेल नहीं कर पाएगी अगर इस सर्विस को, तो क्या फ़ायदा है पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट का देन?
आई प्रेफर मेट्रोज एनी डेज इन दिल्ली बिकॉज मेट्रो इज़ वेरी कन्वीनियंट फॉर ट्रैवलिंग, बट अगर ऐसे ऐसे रोज़ रेट हाइक्स होंगे तो प्रॉब्लम आएगी. देन आई विल ऑल्सो प्रेफर बाइंग अ कार एंड यू नो क्रिएटिंग पोल्यूशन एंड ट्रैफिक ऑन द रोड्स.
जिनकी फैमिली की इनकम कम है तो उनके लिए तो अच्छा ही नहीं है. महंगाई बढ़ रही है और मेट्रो का किराया बढ़ेगा, स्टूडेंट डेली आते हैं जाते हैं तो प्रॉब्लम होगी और भी ज़्यादा.
50-50% का कॉन्सेप्ट, आप बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है कि दिल्ली मेट्रो जो कॉरपोरेशन है उसमें 50% केंद्र सरकार से आता है, 50% दिल्ली सरकार से आता है. तो उसी चीज़ को माइंड में रखते हुए सीएम साहब ने कहा और दिल्ली सरकार का ये स्टैंड है कि अगर किराए को नहीं बढ़ाना है और अगर केंद्र सरकार के मंत्री कह रहे हैं कि भाई आप इसका भुगतान करें तो उसको भी फिर 50-50% के शेयर पे बांटा जाए. अगर केंद्र सरकार थोड़ा सा भी अगर आम आदमी के बारे में सोच रही है तो मुझे लगता है कि उसको मानना चाहिए, क्योंकि हम ये मांग कोई अपने लिए नहीं कर रहे हैं, ये लड़ाई हम लड़ रहे हैं जनता के लिए.
The issue of Bengaluru civic mess has once again come to the fore after the tragic death of a woman because of a pothole in the city yesterday. The woman was a pillion rider. She was on a two-wheeler. She was crushed to death under a truck. The rider was negotiating potholes at the Nainadhali junction of the city. The 47-year-old woman was wearing a helmet, but she was crushed under the front wheel of the truck. This is the third pothole death in the city in 1 week. Taking suo motu cognizance of the case, the Lokayukta P. Vishwanath Shetty has issued directions to the civic authorities to fill up all potholes in the city in the next 15 days. The Lokayukt has sent notices to 55 officers and has also sought a report on the matter in the next 2 weeks. Meanwhile, under fire, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has asked the Bengaluru Municipal Corporation to repair all potholes in the city in the next 10 days. The city, which at one point of time took pride in calling itself the Silicon Valley of India, has more than 15,000 potholes on roads. The question is, who's responsible for this civic mess, be it the toxic lakes or pothole-ridden roads in Bengaluru? Even a small splash of rains causes waterlogging all along the city's roads, bringing Bengaluru to a grinding halt.